We're out of here.
Hey,
All
welcome
right.
We're
back,
out of here, baby.
everybody.
Woo.
We
Beers
out
and
here.
Bets,
We
Super
out
Bowl
here.
preview.
Go.
We're not in Vegas for this
Goal!
one. Hey, let's make it a goal, though. Next time the Super Bowl is in Vegas, we got to be there. We got to be there. We don't
I like
necessarily need to go to the game,
Okay.
but we need to be in Vegas next time they host a Super Bowl.
Trina was out there this weekend. She had a better trip than all of us combined, I think, beers and bets in total. Yeah. With the winnings that she had. Yeah. It was kind of
You tell her to bet 29 on the roulette tables?
Yeah, she didn't.
Always throw 5
That's
on
how she
green.
won. That's why she won. Yeah, she didn't. But she saw the guy that we knew that was at the table.
He was
He was
back.
still there.
Yeah, he was by the machine she played when she won the jackpot,
That's
and he
it.
nudged it for her and got the hookup. Yeah, so
He hit his little button in the pocket. You know,
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah, he was playing. So I mean, football season's kind of over. You want to just wrap up, get into March Madness? I know Nova and
yeah, we can start
Seton
talking
Hall have a big
basketball.
game coming up here.
Well,
and
a little for anybody that is a college basketball fan, a little appetizer. Super Bowl Sunday, Seton Hall and Nova
Appetizer.
play at 11 a.m. So you wake up Super Bowl morning, you don't know what to do. You bet on the Seton Hall Villanova game. It's a really good Big East matchup.
who you got?
Seton Hall's better than expected. I gotta bet Seton Hall.
What is it? What's the line on it?
Get back to give me your thoughts,
Yeah.
and I'll get back to you with the line.
I think we're really good. So
Villanova's
we will.
not very good this year, though.
we've lost to some pretty good damn teams, though. Like UConn, we lost by 1, and then we also lost to like Providence by a couple, right?
Well, Seton
2
Hall
weeks
beat
ago.
UConn, so
Yeah,
there's
but
that.
not by Providence. So what's that? Huh?
Yeah, we Seton Hall beats UConn. They lose to Providence.
Yeah, so they're a bad
It's
team.
just- they beat Marquette, and they beat
but
two
Marquette's
top 10
a high
teams.
school. Marquette's a high school, dude. You don't even know. Do you even watch?
Marquette's
you
a
even
top
watch,
10
dude?
team.
You don't even
Marquette's
watch.
a top 10 team in the country, Jimmy.
You don't watch, Matt. You just don't watch the games.
Seton Hall's got the better victories. Seton Hall and Villanova, no matter what team is better or worse, it's been a tough matchup
for you
over the
guys,
last 3-4 years. Well, we knocked you guys out of the Big East.
Home court
tournament.
advantage always, wherever they're playing.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. You guys have a game tomorrow, though, so that makes looking it up a little bit annoying. Well, anyway, yeah, they play on the game. I think there's another game that day, though.
Seton Hall minus 4.5.
That's what
a
it
lot.
is. Yeah. Nova.
Yeah,
It's going to
so
be
you
a
like
good
Nova
day
money
betting
line.
for me, dude. It's going to be because I know what's going to happen. They're fucked, man.
Dude, you need to do one of my money line parlays. You need to do a parlay Nova and 49ers money
Don't be
line.
taking Matt's advice here.
And that's where you cash in big. Because you probably get that up to like plus 250, plus 280.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, do it, man.
I'm not
If you
doing
want to
that.
have a good Sunday.
You guys watch any of the flag football?
A little bit, man. It's tough.
Nah.
I turn it on and I just can't. It just doesn't compute. And even my dude Baker won Pro Bowl MVP. I really still couldn't even follow the game.
My dude.
Like it's too.
Yeah, Baker
It's
won
too
the
tough.
accuracy competition as well.
Well, he won the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won. Yeah.
Which
What
that
happens
was.
when you
Did you
go to
guys
a
actually
good
watch
franchise?
that by chance?
No, I didn't see the QB
Different targets.
challenges.
I watched
was
a little bit
pathetic.
of it, where you throw it
How
through the
bad the
thing.
quarterbacks were.
I saw a clip of Tua Tagovailoa just completely fucking
Yeah,
it up.
Jalen Hurts, I
missing
think, had
every
like-
target.
3 points.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, that was a dud of an event. I don't know.
It could be
It's all
fun.
bad. Can't
It's just
do
with those
anything, really.
quarterbacks, there's just it was not fun to watch. It was boring.
Oh man,
Yeah, let's talk
Getting a
mainly
little
Super
start
Bowl.
to the podcast. Yeah,
Let's-
yeah.
Let's not let it go any longer without talking Super Bowl. 49ers are -2. I think it's a little bit of a weird line. I get it because the 49ers are the better team all around. But when you're talking about Mahomes and Andy Reid against Purdy and Shanahan, I'm just going to side with the Chiefs in this one. Like most of my prop bets we're going to lay out are all based on the Chiefs succeeding in this game.
Of course.
I just have more trust in the Chiefs than the Niners. The Niners roster, if you show it to me on paper, is much better, but I could see Purdy just completely like giving this game away. I wouldn't be surprised if Purdy just gives this game away.
What makes you think that might happen?
Well, the Chiefs defense, top 5 in the NFL. I think it'd be hard to argue that they're not top 5 or very close to it in the NFL. And then you have Purdy coming in here. Purdy hasn't played a big game, like really in his whole career. And even his 2 playoff games this season against the Packers and against the Lions, Purdy really was trying to give the game away. And the 49ers escaped like some weird sequences is what I'd say. Purdy was throwing the ball into defenders' hands. They would drop it. I did not like what I saw from the Niners in either of their 2 playoff games. I thought the Packers had them. I had a lot of money on the Packers because I wanted the Bucs to play the Packers
that's gonna
and not the Lions. And I haven't seen enough. I have not seen enough.
Just that. Do you think Brock Purdy needs to throw the ball even 20 times for them to win, though?
Yeah.
Because this is
against
why
the Chiefs defense,
you
I
unleash
definitely think he does.
McCaffrey, right?
Well, you should, but what did the Ravens do against the Chiefs?
They don't have
They
McCaffrey.
ran.
We didn't have a weapon like that, and
They
I
don't
think
have
Lamar.
I mean,
got
Lamar's
too bogged down.
comparable. Lamar is
I
pretty
think Lamar
comparable.
choked, honestly, but I don't.
Their lack of
Shanahan's
talent
been there.
across the board showed up, I think, man. Like the
I mean-
Ravens don't have that guy. And the Chiefs
No.
had Kelsey. Like
If
that was it.
Niners can run the ball 30 times between McCaffrey and Debo, they win this game.
If the game dictates that script where you can give McCaffrey 25 carries and you can give
I
Debo
hope.
5 carries.
Why
out
not
of the
give Debo
backfield,
like 10?
maybe.
Get him
I'd like-
12.
I like
What
giving
are you
Debo
holding
the
back
ball
here,
more than
right?
McCaffrey because
Do what they did a
McCaffrey's
few years ago in the playoffs. They pulled that out. They
Just go
played the
wildcat
Packers
with
and
those
Debo
two.
was out of the backfield like a fucking running back, you know. And it was like
Yep.
if you're the best athlete on the field. Yeah, but I'll let you guys finish your opinion because I have a very strong one. So
Hell yeah.
if I'm the Niners, my game plan is to make Debo Samuel win us the game because Debo actually can. Christian McCaffrey's a little bit easier to prepare for as a defense because you know where and like what places he can get the ball.
I hope
You
he
know,
throws a touchdown.
you know to defend the
Who's
run.
stopping Kittle?
That's what I'm.
Dude, the Chiefs' defense is solid. I don't know why you would really doubt the Chiefs' defense.
I mean, are we hyping them up because they stopped a Ravens team with no running backs
With
and
no-
Mark
yeah.
Andrews coming back from injury? Lamar choked. That wasn't
Yeah.
a big win. The Chiefs cannot score points in the second half. We've seen that.
the Chiefs' defense has been solid all year, though. It's not like just the playoff games. That Chiefs
we'll see.
defense,
But the
has been
Niners
solid
defense,
all
We'll
I
year.
see.
mean, they've
I
gotten
think-
a little blown out by teams, but I think
mean,
that overall they can. I don't know. Like I think they can compete with like, whatever. Keep going.
Well,
I don't want to bet against Patrick Mahomes, but if he only sees the field 6 times, how much of an impact can he make?
Well, let's get into some prop bets because
Well, hold on. I want to tell you my fucking pick.
yeah, you got
What's your pick,
your
Brad?
pick is Niners, Jimmy. We don't really need.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no,
don't need
so-
the-
I'd hammer the
Big
under.
story
I
on
think
it, dude.
it's way too high. I think
Let me tell you-
47.5 is way too high for this game.
I don't fucking know why they keep making them a goddamn dog.
I know.
Quit doing it. They eat it up. Kelsey last night at the fucking I wasn't gonna okay, well, whatever, at the little fan thing. He's going, keep booing, I love it. And it's like they live off that. Quit making them the dog, dude. Do not bet on him.
Right.
Don't. It's dumb. It doesn't work. And it doesn't. Every time they do it this fucking postseason, every time I've been like, why aren't the Chiefs the fucking favorite? Like, why is that happening? And then they've done it every time. And so, yeah, I'm fucking scared shitless because these are the worst, like 5 months afterward. And then there's a whole nother bad month coming on Villanova's not going to be in the tournament. I got no life's dude.
They can still make the
Fucking
tournament.
Tyler.
It's not that bad. They
Yeah.
can still make the tournament.
They're not that bad.
No, okay. Well, not really, dude. They're about 500. But like, my thing is, dude, I think Mahomes. I wanted to say going into the AFC Championship games, like that I would have been shocked, and I didn't because I just hate them so much that I didn't want to believe. Like, but in my heart, I was like, man, if they win, if the Ravens win that game, I'll be fucking shocked because, like,
Yeah,
I just didn't feel it. Like, I did not feel it. And again, unfortunately, even though everything on paper tells you that, you know, but it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. With that 15, I hate.
Yep.
Oh, man, dude. Yeah,
I need Let me
Yeah.
get a real assessment, though. Well,
All right.
Jimmy, give your pick. Give your pick first.
I
before
want the
cut you off.
Chiefs. No, I want. I can't. Money line Niners, 50 on it. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Moneyline Niners.
Moneyline
No
Niners.
spread. Okay.
Exercise the demon. Yeah. Our boy.
And
The Purdy trade.
Brad, are you kind of right there with them, or would you have enough conviction to take?
No, I wouldn't bet against Mahomes. That's why I'm going under. I just think
you would like the under. The Undertaker holds.
I think the
All right.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Simple.
And like Brad, you touched on this a little bit ago. You said you wanted like McCaffrey to get 20 carries, Debo to get 10 carries. The way I see the game going, though, and one of these prop bets I want to lay out first is the Chiefs to run the most offensive plays at -110. Because the way the Chiefs offense has been going, they're taking Mahomes is running a West Coast offense. He's taking the quick checkdowns. He's throwing a 7-yard pass here, a 3-yard pass here. They're just moving the ball. I don't think the 49ers and Brock
5
Purdy
times in a row.
but I don't think Brock Purdy and the 49ers are going to be able to run the same offense. The 49ers game plan should almost be like more like let's chase the big play. Let's get a big one. Let's get a weird gimmicky trick play to McCaffrey here. Let's get Debo on a end around here for 15 yards. The Chiefs are going to run more plays in this game. And I think that's I like that prop bet when I look at it. Chiefs -110 to run the most plays because Mahomes is going to control those drives.
He dug deep.
No, like you have to in the Super Bowl, Jimmy. You have to dig deep.
No, there's a lot of
But
fun ones. Like what color tie is Al Davis or Al Michaels going to wear?
But I'm talking about what makes sense when
Mark
you
Davis
watch
might be there, actually.
when you watch the games leading up to this.
The venue that Shaky
just
built.
makes sense to me. That makes sense to me for the Chiefs to run more plays than the Niners do. How many more plays did they run than the Ravens?
I think if the Niners are going to
AFC
win, though, they
Championship.
have to run more plays than the Chiefs do. They have to, because they can. They have the offense to do it. They can control the clock. They have playmakers everywhere. The Chiefs don't. The Chiefs have.
Well, the Niners also
Well,
have more
Jimmy-
big playmakers. The
And won't
Chiefs
it be
really
great-
don't have the big
Right.
playmakers. They need to move the ball.
The Niners
behind
have a lot more talent offensively than the Ravens. Like if you're trying to compare the two, the Niners have the best left
Yeah,
tackle in all of
it's not
football, the best running back in all of football, and maybe
Dude.
the best wide receiver duo in Debo and Ayuk.
You know, how there's always those years
Right?
where
I
a team
mean-
has one like bad flaw about them, and it hadn't happened yet for the Chiefs, like with the drops.
And
right?
Kittle. I forgot Kittle again.
But how great is it going to be? Not when, but but when they drop a ball this weekend, dude,
Oh.
and it's going to be in
Yeah,
a big
they find
moment
it over-
that
over
it
under
all
for
comes
games.
back to that fucking shit. I think.
Well, at least
But
they're
they need
keeping
to- I think the
Kadarius
Niners need to keep
Toney
him off the
out of
field.
this. Kadarius
Yeah.
Toney will not be involved in the shenanigans.
yeah, but
He's
they
not
got
playing.
they got the Hardman one.
He will not be playing.
He said he wasn't talking shit on the team.
He did. I mean, he released a statement.
What an idiot!
It's not even
dude.
really worth our time getting into Kadarius
What an
Toney drama.
idiot. Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, the team said he was hurt. He said he wasn't hurt. I mean, they just didn't want him to play.
They thought he was
They
because he
didn't-
couldn't.
They didn't
fucking
want him to cost him the game.
No.
So they
Hey, what
said
the
he-
hell?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not,
Fuck 'em.
what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
But Okay, I'm just gonna go through my props list.
Oh,
here,
nice, dude. I'm
one by-
watching Empire Strikes Back or
one by one.
Return
Great
of the
movie.
Jedi up here. Yeah.
Great movie.
Hey, we're live right now,
Um,
man. We can get a little freelance.
Okay, easy
There's no
advice.
rules.
Hey, Easy advice for any of our listeners. If you're siding with the Chiefs, like I am, don't bet the Chiefs money line. You bet Mahomes MVP plus 120. Because
Yeah.
if the Chiefs win, Mahomes is going to be the MVP. It doesn't matter if he only passes for like 220 yards. He'll find a
What
way
is
to be
Pacheco?
the MVP.
You sure? What if
I-
Travis has
I'm like-
120 and 2 touchdowns,
and then
and Taylor can be on the
flashes
field?
the Taylor, like,
right,
you know,
right.
takes the top off.
Then
Taylor's
I'll
gonna be
suffer.
there.
Then I'll suffer the loss. But for like the probability, you got to
Has she
take
done a
Mahomes
Super Bowl?
MVP.
Has she ever done a Super Bowl halftime?
I don't think she has.
No.
Has she fucked a Super Bowl trophy? No, but hey, she's never.
Has she
done-
fucked a Super Bowl
Yeah.
champion?
Has she done a Super Bowl? Yeah.
Might have.
She's fucking a giant bog. They call the Super Bowl. But dude, yeah, I think that'd be crazy if she was doing it and then all that was going down too. And then people were like that would say that the end it's rigged, mate. It's all a game. It's all what is he?
It's a proper scam.
Yeah, but
Drinking
really
out of
that'd be funny if she was doing it this year. And yeah, and they ended up being in it because I already think I cannot wait to see her cry. And oh man, it's gonna be glorious.
That's gonna be the highlight of your Super Bowl.
They're fucked. No, the Broncos winning against them was the highlight of the year.
I like Mahomes MVP because I like the Chiefs to win. But another interesting one I've
Who do you think's winning, Matt?
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
But another like
Didn't
long
hear it.
odds when I'm looking at
Why are you not in all
odds,
Chiefs gear?
Yeah, you
I don't have any.
douche.
But-
I doubt that. Put that
If you're
towel.
If you're going
Bring
long
that towel to
odds,
the wedding so I can wipe my
can
ass
you,
with
can
it.
you shut up so I can make a point?
I don't know about that.
God damn.
Can you shut up?
But looking at the MVP odds, if you like the Niners to win, a weird one would be Nick Bosa plus 6,500, 65 to 1 odds. This is like playing roulette. But say Nick Bosa gets, say, like 2 sacks, a sack fumble. Maybe Nick Bosa forces a sack fumble and gets a touchdown. Like, what I'm getting at is I don't trust either of those Chiefs tackles. I watched Donovan Smith play in Tampa for years.
I like
This-
yeah,
They get
away with
74
holding.
74
on
is
the other
good.
side that false starts every play and they don't call it. I don't
They
think
get
he's
away
very
with
good
holding
either.
constantly.
Yeah.
Donovan Smith held every play, and they didn't call him.
Yeah. They called him when he was in Tampa. I'll tell you that. But
Call it Tom.
Yeah.
Call it in
So-
Tom
He didn't have
Brady.
Mahomes.
if
Yeah.
I could see Nick Bosa potentially like wrecking this game for the Chiefs, and then maybe they obviously give him the MVP in like a 17-13 game. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like low scoring,
it,
but he
yeah.
forces a couple big swing plays. And
Yeah.
for 65 to 1 odds, I don't mind that as like taking a stab.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was one.
Oh,
I thought the odds were long enough, and I could see a picture where it happened that I didn't mind. You know, I didn't mind throwing a couple dollars on it.
Okay.
And
I like it. I
yeah,
like it, I
like,
guess.
how many
Yeah.
people can we see win an MVP this game? Because Mahomes and Purdy are the obvious ones. Maybe you go like McCaffrey and Debo after them, right?
McCaffrey, yeah.
It could
McCaffrey
be Trent
definitely.
McDuffie. It could. It's just we've seen so many Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean Dexter
It's-
Jackson won it.
the
For
one
the
thing
Bucs.
we know.
Defensive touchdown gets you an MVP. A defensive touchdown is what
especially if
it
it's
can
low
be.
scoring in the second half.
Yeah.
Like we've seen in a lot of Chief games lately.
Chris Jones could get it if he gets like a big strip sack and also
And it's
Karlaftis.
low scoring.
yeah, I don't want that, but yeah. Some of the ones I liked were
Fred Warner could easily, if he
Mahomes-
just takes over and shuts down Kelsey.
I don't like any. I mean, I hate them, but
I don't know that the 49ers operate like that. Like Fred Warner is going to be on
In-
Kelsey because
in terms of
49ers,
betting,
49ers are so zone dictated that I just don't think it plays out where he's on. a
But
lot.
that matches up perfectly, right? I mean, for the Niners, you sit in zone.
hey, Brad looks like the picture of Luke or of Anakin with Darth Vader lurking in the shadow behind him, where he's a kid, and then in the background, Darth Vader.
yeah, there's a big Darth Vader
Yeah,
behind.
like you can tell it's gonna become him.
I don't think it's that type of game, though, where like it's a Warner on Kelsey in this matchup, Brad. Like the 49ers just don't operate as a defense that way. It's going to be Warner on Kelsey if Kelsey's across the middle. It's going to be one of the Niners corners or safeties on Kelsey if he's running an outside route. It's not going to be like a matchup, you know?
Well, yeah, but it'll be a matchup a lot.
I think you're going to see it a lot. Just
Yeah,
like
I
you
think
saw
they're gonna run into
Hamilton
that
and
a
Kelsey
lot.
a lot. You're going to see
Kelsey
Fred Warner.
He's all
a
over the
lot.
middle of the field a lot of the games and like gets all over in those like runaround plays where so he's gonna have to make plays the same way your boy Levante David did, I would think. Like
and
that's how
Levante did make
a
number of great plays
right.
when
but
the
that's what they're gonna need
the Super Bowl.
They're gonna need that from Fred Warner or whatever the fuck Kurt, goddamn, but Warner.
I don't know. Fred Warner, I don't know that I see Fred Warner like manning somebody up as much as like a person like Levante.
Again, I don't think it'll be a man.
I think
Fred Warner's equally as good of a player as Levante.
Yeah, I think it'll be the extra
guy.
You got to be a part of it though. Got to be in there being annoying type shit, right?
Do we have Drake on our odds for MVP?
No, but I got to not. Yeah, well, he's got a floppy.
Seahawks was in the chat. I saw it. I had to
is he? Nice,
appreciate the Drake for MVP.
We talk about the Drake dick video. Let's let it ride.
I mean, you've seen it, right? Let us know.
So I'm on Twitter. I'm at work. This isn't even safe for work.
So you're looking at dick videos at work?
I'm on Twitter at work.
Imagine if like a younger employee, a girl,
this video comes across the screen.
Matt's fired in 2 weeks.
If it's this famous rapper Drake jerking off, some of the workers do watch the podcast, so I got to be careful. But yeah, Drake got caught jerking off on cam. I hope it's nothing that ever happens to any of us. I know we're men. I know
we're not putting it out there or anything.
Sometimes you got to get your fix in.
You're doxing him, you losers.
But when you're like a billionaire,
you're a troll.
When you're a billionaire, you get caught jerking off. It's kind of a tough look.
I mean,
good,
if you're
not good execution.
You're a 9-year-old kid. You get jerking off. It's kind of a tough.
You didn't seem.
Did you watch the whole video to completion?
But Brad, I think it's not the whole video. It's like 15 seconds.
Oh, you got to download another file.
Drake probably paid enough lawyers and everybody else to remove it from the internet. Where I don't even know.
Matt's in on it.
Yeah, right.
But
Matt did a deep dive into Reddit for
like the Wisconsin volleyball
jerky videos.
What were we talking about before Drake though?
The Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, and his drunk dad getting his third DUI.
I like the bet here though
that does
for him to throw a touchdown pass, 1+ in each half.
What? Hey, say it again.
145. One touchdown pass in each half.
By either team.
Though. 1+. No, for Mahomes.
For Mahomes.
One in each, like 1+. So
he's going to throw a touchdown in the first and the second half.
Yeah.
And what are the odds?
145.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's not a bad bet. Yeah, I think that one. Now I have Kelsey, 50 yards receiving in each half. That's plus 350, but he's had a lot of 100.
That would take a little bit of a wild game, but
but he said
for plus 350, it's not bad.
Even if they use
like you're leaning Chiefs.
No, unfortunately in my mind or in my heart, in my mind, I don't want it, but a lot of things are making me think that, and maybe if I lean in like that, then it'll go the other way. So, dude, fuck. Because I didn't think your piece of shit team would beat them. So, No, I'm not even saying that this week. I want to be nice.
No. What do you guys think about another crazy one here? Okay. Super Bowl, you're going to risk it all, right? You're going to go for it when you can. How about both teams to convert. This
is a good live stream for like our second.
Both teams to convert a successful fourth down play. Plus 185. So I need both teams to just get one fourth down successful attempt.
I think
plus 185. I like it because nowadays we go for it so much.
I feel like the odds should be a little better.
I kind of like it
for it though.
Yeah.
A little higher.
Early in the week, you could have gotten like Chiefs minus 120, just Chiefs to convert a fourth down. I can't fucking talk. But minus 120 Chiefs earlier in the
Keep
week.
sucking down that
I got a
card,
Chiefs
man.
convertible
Yeah.
pass for 9 yards.
All of a sudden, I'm from fucking New York.
Brock Purdy, that's the same one. Touchdown.
What about
pass.
quarterback rushing yards? Anybody got any quarterback rushing yards stats?
No.
Sometimes
The
you can
two that
catch-
I've been staring at are if San Francisco wins, George Kittle 150 receiving yards, and they win plus 2,500.
I don't think those odds are good enough.
Kansas City wins, Rashee Rice 150 receiving plus 2,400.
I don't see either of those happening against like decent
somebody's gonna have a big
defenses.
game. I don't
But
know.
150 is like a monster game.
Kittle
man.
easily could, I think.
150 is a monster game.
Isn't like
It's
McCaffrey or Debo
one
just go
massive
off?
70-yard play,
but-
and then all of a sudden we're talking.
McCaffrey
I
and
don't think it's
Debo
that
just
crazy.
go off, please.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I was gonna have somebody go crazy, it'd be Debo. I've just seen him too much.
Either
I don't
way,
know about that
yeah,
shoulder
yeah,
though.
if you go
He-
Debo.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm more worried
I feel
about-
like he's
that's
one
why.
hit, and then I think I'd have more
You
faith in
panic?
Ayuk. Wouldn't you? To have a massive game if you're gonna
Ayuk,
put-
but you know what? I went all in on Ayuk in the NFC Championship game against the Lions, and yeah, he caught that big like tip pass that changed the game.
Please
He caught
don't
a
get into
touchdown.
Rice and Ayuk, please,
But-
because this is just
Ayuk didn't
Oh,
have
man.
the yard. I had a
don't
bet.
even ah.
I had a bet for Ayuk like most.
no supers.
I had a bet in the Lions 49ers game. Ayuk to have the most receiving plus rushing yards. And he just wasn't involved for most of the game. I don't know who won that. I'm trying to think back. It might have been Kittle. It might have been McCaffrey. It probably was McCaffrey because McCaffrey had that big run. But
Yeah, I don't know that.
I bet on Ayuk last week. I'm not
Ayuk
going
and
to do it
Rice,
again.
yeah, go fuck themselves because that was a bunch of bullshit. But
All right.
each
Yeah,
team
what do you
over
got?
2.5 touchdowns plus 175.
Don't mind it, but I'd be
Yeah.
surprised. I'd kind of like this game to stay like in the low 20s. So
But don't you think
I
at a
wouldn't be
point it might
surprised.
get?
Hammer that under.
But at a point, I get that, but I don't know. These offensive mind, with the two offensive-minded coaches, like Spagnuolo is going to be the difference. If the Chiefs win,
but
it's
both
all in
these
Spagnuolo. If
defenses are
Mahomes
pretty
gets
solid.
anything, MVP should go to Spagnuolo. I'm ready to get into it right fucking now because listen, Mahomes hasn't done shit. Like he really hasn't. He's had a couple of touchdown passes here and there, 5 fucking punts, and 3 and outs. Piece of shit. Spagnuolo is winning this whole damn thing for him.
All
Without them,
Mahomes has done is made it to the AFC Championship every single year of his career.
where they've
And
played a shitty Titans
and
team,
he's
a
won-
shitty Bills team.
He's won
A
3
shitty,
out of.
look at the
He's won
teams that
3
they've
out of
had to play.
5
He
AFC
caught a down year
championships. He's won
once
2 out
Brady
of
was
3
gone.
Super
There was no
Bowls.
rival. Once Brady, Roethlisberger, all these guys retired, Eli, Peyton, everyone was gone, and Mahomes hopped in and took over when Andy Reid and those guys were still in there hanging around. The only guy that he had to live out was Brady. And then once he did that, it was all clear, all in the good, man. Alex Smith just had to get nailed and get killed for him for a year,
But,
and then he comes out.
hey,
No, it's all
but-
bullshit.
Hey, but
He has
when
better coaches than any of those
hey,
quarterbacks
Jimmy,
in that name outside of Belichick.
Jimmy,
Outside of Belichick, he has better coaches. Both of those two coaches have as many rings outside of fucking Belichick. What are you talking about?
But when Brady beats Jared Goff and Matt Ryan, you're not going to make the same argument.
He beat
about
the
his
Chiefs
opponent.
that year to
You're
get
not
there.
gonna talk about
At
it. You're not
Arrowhead.
going to talk about it.
He beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead to get there.
What about when Brady beat?
He
fucking
beat the
Mahomes?
Chiefs at Arrowhead to get
How
there.
about talk about the real one that matters in terms of legacy?
Fair.
Brady on the Bucks beats
You're
Mahomes
right.
31-9
The
in
best
the
quarterback
Super Bowl.
ever.
If we're going to talk about
tell
long-term
me-
legacy,
but you're
that's
gonna
the
tell-
game
you-
that matters more than any
But
of
you
them.
tell me he's better than Brady too, and then he beat him in the
when
Super Bowl.
when I
His
watch him,
opinion's
when I
gonna
watch
change
him,
weekly.
he is more
Yeah,
impressive.
your
He's
opinions
more
are like a
impressive.
fucking dude.
He's more impressive
God.
for me when I watch him than Brady has ever been.
But
And
he
I watched-
beat him in a Super
I've watched
Bowl.
every
What are you
football game for the
talking
last
about?
fucking
When
25
could you
years.
have a chance to prove yourself more, and then throw three touchdown passes to guys that wouldn't even be on the team if it wasn't for who your name was? Mahomes doesn't have that. Those guys that he threw 2 to Gronk,
I don't know. Mahomes
one to
doesn't have a
Antonio,
lot to work with this year.
2 to Gronk,
he's
and 1 to
back.
Antonio Brown.
Mahomes does not have much to work with this year, and he's back. So that's where I'm kind of
Here's
fighting
Travis
back on
Kelsey,
it.
man. I mean, and I just said he threw 2 to Gronk.
Travis
before them.
Kelsey has been kind of
He threw 2 to Gronk in that game. The only reason he was there is because of Brady.
When
and
it's mattered, he
Mahomes
showed
didn't
up.
even throw 1 in that game. Did he? He maybe have 1. He didn't throw 1, did he?
It's just
You
tough
see
to
that?
take you seriously because I know you hate the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being real with that because Tom Brady is the reason you guys won that. So it's like, dude, he's a better quarterback. You know it. You just don't want to admit it because you think talent-wise, Mahomes is better. Mahomes has better.
Mahomes can do a lot of things that Brady could never
Brady
do.
went into a brand new system and said, fuck it. I have good receivers, but I'm going to bring in 3 guys, Fournette, Gronk, and AB, who all had touchdowns in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Next. Like
Baker
come
Mayfield comes in this year and it was way better than Tom Brady was a year ago.
You guys did win a Super Bowl. Brady came in his
but
first year.
with the same squad, pretty much.
No,
Gronk,
no AB. Are you kidding? Like
Brady,
Gronk and AB.
Baker didn't have those
Not
people
3
either.
touchdowns
And
in
Tom
the
Brady
Super
didn't
Bowl.
have those people either last
That
year.
was 3 of your
It's the same
touchdowns.
receiving core. It's the same offensive line. And honestly, we're minus Ryan Jensen this year. Baker did better with the same
Well, you're
offense
minus Ryan Jensen
this
forever. He retired.
than Brady did last year. And it's because Brady was fucking old, dude.
He won a Super Bowl.
He
with
couldn't
that
move.
crew that
He threw the
brought
ball in the
in.
dirt.
I'm not talking about the crew
Mahomes-
that you had. That crew was losers. They were losers before he got there.
Losers.
He had that
They're
crew
all
before they got
losers.
there.
Hey.
Those receivers were there before he got there, dude. Godwin
Mahomes-
and Evans were there. They never won. When he came in, he brought in his guys that he knew could be a better fit for it too, that would add. And who had touchdowns in that Super Bowl? The guys that Brady brought in. Fournette, Gronk, and AB. That's like the end of
Yeah.
that statement. I mean, come on. Dude.
That's
There's no-
great. But what about the defense that doesn't allow a touchdown the whole
I
game?
love it.
You
That was
failed
amazing.
to mention the whole
That was amazing. But if you
fucking
throw 3
yeah.
touchdowns, you should win anyway.
Dude,
I mean, he beat the first time Brady played him at Arrowhead in that AFC Championship game. He only had 3 touchdown passes, I think, but they beat him. He got 3 touchdown passes. When you do that against that team, you have a good shot at winning.
yeah.
Because
and
once they get to the second half,
and
they get figured
Mahomes'
out.
defense in overtime blew him the game. Fair enough. But dude, honestly,
And
the start of Mahomes' career is better than the start of Brady's career.
That's fair. That's fair.
He
You're
has
right.
failed to make an AFC Championship game his first 6 years.
I know.
Nobody
And
has
5
ever
of them,
fucking done
five
that.
of them
Nobody
were
has
at
ever
That's been
fucking done that.
impressive.
So you can
Nobody-
diminish. You can make the reasons. You can say Spagnola. You can say Andy Reid.
It is
You can
Spagnola.
say whatever you
Nobody
want.
sat here and
Nobody
diminished-
has ever done
I've never
what
done
this
it.
dude has done.
I've never.
Nobody has ever fucking done it.
What, gone
And
to
this
5
year-
home AFC
this year
Championship
he did
games
it-
and only gotten 2 rings out of it?
But this year,
That's
Mahomes,
impressive, man.
honestly, it's not bad when you make 3
5
Super Bowls and
AFC
you win 2
championship
out of
games
3
at
Super
home.
Bowls and
At
you
home.
make
5 AFC Championship games and you only get 2 rings. Come on. And Andy Reid, the fix is in. We know it. Receivers dropping passes, fucking losing AFC in whatever championship games at home. He did it with the Eagles. He's doing
Dude,
it with them. He's
you
just
are
lucky that he's got the dude.
You're doing
He's
the
just
best you
lucky.
can to diminish an incredible
I wish
start to a career.
I wish
you are
that
doing the
everything
best
I
you
thought-
can, but it's a terrible argument
I'm
because
not
we've
lying.
never seen anybody else do
Everything
it.
I've said
We've
is true.
never
though.
seen anybody else do what Mahomes has done.
Yeah, I know.
It's incredible. He's the best I've ever
2
seen.
rings out of 5.
I said it the first year he started. I said this dude's a Hall of Famer. You guys laughed at
And
me.
then Brady beat him
And
in
here
a
we
Super Bowl.
are. Here we are, where he's made fucking 3 Super Bowls in his first.
Brady
6
beat him
years.
in a Super Bowl, though. You told him he was the best ever,
Yeah.
and he went.
Well,
if you keep throwing
it's-
shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick.
I mean, what? I don't think this is throwing shit at the wall, Brad. I think
No,
this
but
is
you've
talking about
hyped up Herbert as
unprecedented-
being like MVP. If last year you bashed Baker as
Bro.
being dog shit, now
I said-
Baker's your
I
boy.
said Mahomes is a Hall of Famer when he was his first year as a starter.
What about
you guys
Burrow?
laughed at me, and now you
Yeah.
have honestly you couldn't argue it anymore. You couldn't even
I'm
argue
agreeing.
that he
I
could
have
get
not
injured
argued
next
with you
year.
here.
His career could end at the first week of next season, and he would be a Hall of Famer. And you guys can eat your fucking words and keep talking shit.
I don't,
about him.
dude. I don't
keep
think-
diminishing them. Keep doubting the Chiefs, and you'll doubt them this Sunday, and you'll regret it. You'll regret it.
I already
And I'll
told
have
you how I
Chiefs-
felt.
I'll have Chiefs money line, and I'll be sitting here fucking raking it in.
No, because you'll have lost 30 other bets, and you're gonna bet. half
You'll
the
live
game.
bet it
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I already
popcorn.
got plenty of prop.
How much popcorn is going to be sold at halftime or something?
No popcorn.
Dumb
It's going to be a chicken
Are we-
Sunday. Chicken Sunday in Kansas City.
Chicken Sunday. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to cook a whole chicken.
How are you
Sometimes
gonna
I do
cook
a
this
turkey. I don't have
chicken for Super Bowl.
I don't have enough visitors to cook a full turkey.
How are we
The
cooking the
Super Bowl.
chicken?
Oven. We're baking it. We're basting it with whiskey, honey, and barbecue sauce. We're putting it back in for about another hour. We're letting that skin get crispy, and then we're going to pull it out.
Why don't you just get some hot wings?
Why
or
don't you
something?
just go to fucking Costco and get a whole fucking chicken for
Yeah,
I
I
like to,
know.
I like to cook, man. I like to
You,
You
can
know
put,
what?
you can put your little honey on it when you get home.
When I was a deli professional,
Yeah, here we go. Fucking-
I was
Nope.
allowed to cook the rotisserie
Yeah.
chicken.
Well, you didn't keep that job long, did you?
I did. They let me. Yeah, till my tires
qualified.
went flat.
Yeah,
Missed the
till
day,
he
missed the
pushed
day
it-
with a flat
Until he
tire.
pushed an
You're
employee
out
to
of-
stab multiple tires after a shift.
Yeah, dude, I got robbed. No, but yeah,
I
know how
can't
to-
believe that the hate on the Mahomes shit is just like it's
No,
obscene.
no, it's
Oh,
not
God,
hate on
we're going back
Mahomes.
to
It was
this
hate on
fucking
Andy
well.
Reid.
Jesus, yeah.
I'm dude. That was if you listen to what I said, everything was like points, man. I'm not lying. 2 AFC championship games at home, or 5 and 2 rings out of it. Like that's bad. Andy Reid did it with the Eagles too, with McNabb. He played 3 NFC championship games at home and lost all 3, right? And then the 4th one he finally won it and went to the
but-
Super Bowl. So
You put
and
it
then they
like
lost
that,
to
but
they lost to Belichick like he tends to do. So
yeah, you put it like that. But Mahomes, he's won more Super Bowl games than he's lost when he's played in them. He's won more AFC
I mean, I hope so,
championship
dude.
games.
Fuck.
He's won more AFC championship games than he's lost when he's played in them. So like, what I don't know, like why we're going to diminish him like he chokes when the season end comes along.
You don't think he choked when he played your team?
I don't think he had a chance. Don't think he had a chance.
All right, so
Not with his offensive line.
that's prep. That's preparation. That's
We were
knowing.
literally chasing him like a fucking dog chases a tennis ball the whole game, and he didn't have a fucking chance.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Honestly,
he choked.
Blaine Gabbert probably would have won that game, starting quarterback for the Bucks. That Super Bowl, the way our defense was
All
playing,
right, that's one of the
their
wilder-
offensive,
You've
their
said
offensive
some
line,
crazy shit.
their offensive
That's-
line could not block Shaq Barrett, JPP, Levante David, Devin White, Vita Vea. They couldn't block us. They just could not.
The throws
even- they couldn't
Brady,
even
the
get in
throw
front of
Brady had to Gronk on the one where he waited in the pocket, waited, and then hit Gronk in the back when he like was going along the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it was a good
I-
play. I know exactly what play you're talking.
You're gonna
about. It was a
say
good
that you-
play.
Are you kidding me?
But honestly, Jimmy, we probably didn't need it. We probably didn't need it. They didn't score a touchdown all 4 quarters. They failed to get in the end zone.
You've been making good
Yeah,
points
but at
up
that
until
time-
this
At the
crazy
time, they were
stance.
they were.
Well,
in
they
the
had
game.
4 quarters. They scored 0 touchdowns, man.
If you're up by 20 against Mahomes with 10 to go, are you comfortable?
The way that game went, I certainly was.
Not
The way
bad.
that game went, I certainly was.
I don't even know if they were up 20 at that point. Like, with that being said, but I also know, like, dude, I don't know the way you hype up Mahomes. It's like then you're telling me that
Well,
it's a weird.
I mean, are we going to evaluate all the context, Jimmy? Or are we going to say the Chiefs had 3 backup offensive linemen in the game and they couldn't block a damn thing the whole
no,
game?
they couldn't. It was great.
Yeah.
It was the best night.
Yeah.
I've
So
had.
are we going to use context? Or are we just going to say this is this and blah blah blah?
Well, should
and-
we talk about Pacheco then? I mean, because it sounds like, I mean, you keep hyping Mahomes, but the way to the Chiefs probably dominating the game is him running the ball, right?
I like Pacheco. I like Pacheco over 16.5 carries because I think the Chiefs are going to stick to the run. I also like Pacheco over. I think last
Matt's
I
got a
checked,
UFO coming in.
I thought Pacheco last I checked was over 72.5 rushing yards. I like Pacheco over 72.5 rushing yards because I expect him to break a big one at some point. I think the Chiefs' offense, the way they do it, they're not like a big play offense anymore. They're going to hand the ball to Pacheco. Mahomes is going to hit Kelsey for 5 yards here. He's going to throw a wide receiver screen to Rashee Rice, and Rashee Rice is going to take it for 7. It's going to be all like small plays. The Chiefs are not going to be a big play team this Super Bowl. They're going to move the ball down the field, 3, 4, 6, 7 yards at a time, and that's how they're going to beat them. And I trust the Chiefs to do that way more than I trust like Purdy to not make a mistake all game, because I don't think Mahomes makes a mistake. He didn't do it against the Ravens. He didn't do it against the Dolphins.
He made a lot of mistakes. How many points did they score in the second half?
Yeah, but Brad.
Yeah, but
honestly, that was kind of part of the plan.
Oh, yeah, the plan was to score 17 points in an entire football game.
The game kind of dictated to that because the Chiefs almost knew, and you could see it watching it, that they didn't need to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens weren't doing anything.
That's always what they talk about at halftime. We don't need to score. Let's just hang tight.
Hey, Brad, I'm not saying they
did that playing against Baltimore against
I mean, that's a wild strategy.
Hey, Brad, I'm not saying they plan to
did
run
that in the AFC
clock out.
Championship game.
I'm not saying they plan to run the clock out the whole second half, but they were not risking it. They were not taking shots in the second half, and they didn't need to. And you know what Mahomes didn't do? He didn't throw it to the fucking Ravens. You know what Lamar did in the red zone? He threw it to the Chiefs. And there's your game.
All I'm talking about is
I trust Mahomes to not give that game.
You're going a little too crazy here. The Ravens
Purdy will do the same thing
with a college offensive coordinator and a quarterback that's proven nothing in the postseason. And all of a sudden you beat the Ravens, and it's like Mahomes, the Chiefs are holier than thou. They're an average fucking football team with a solid defense that's taken them way further than they should be.
Hey, did the Niners look any better against the Lions or the Packers? They didn't.
Let's see.
They did not.
It's gonna.
The 49ers easily could have lost both their playoffs.
It's gonna be fun to see Kittle, McCaffrey, and Debo.
When you don't have to worry about an injury. Easily too, or that first one at least. Like they definitely could have lost that game.
Wait, which one in the playoffs?
They could have lost to the Ravens easily. Like the Ravens didn't show up at all. They gave them that game. So don't say that the Chiefs or that the Niners could have lost those games easily. They won them just the way the Chiefs.
The Niners were a lot more shaky than the Chiefs. 100%.
What? Did you not watch the fucking second half of football?
Yeah, I don't. That's weird.
Where did the Chiefs' offense look good in that second half?
Well, I don't know that the Chiefs were
just because the Ravens' offense.
I don't know that the Chiefs have trailed.
Yeah, but they gave it to them with the penalties, and
because
that.
I think the Niners match up better. Their defense matches up better with the Chiefs' offense than the Ravens. Ravens can't cover the way that the Niners can.
Niners secondary isn't like a big name, prestigious secondary either, and their best safety has been hurt since like week 8, and they really haven't stopped anybody since. They couldn't stop the Lions, they couldn't stop the Packers.
Stop the Lions when they needed to, and they turned them over.
I think the Chiefs' defense. I think if we're talking defenses, the Chiefs' defense is better than the Niners.
I agree. They're the reason that they're winning. It's not anything to do with that offense. So it's just funny But Mahomes, I guess, is on the team.
So here's where we are. You guys are making your stand that the Niners are going to edge the Chiefs out, and that the team.
You shall not pass.
You guys are siding with the team is going to win over the quarterback. I'm just going to side with the best quarterback is going to win.
I think
Mahomes ain't going to let this one slip away.
Betting wise, I think that the Niners, or I think the Chiefs win, but I want the Niners to fucking win. So putting that out there because I don't know. That'd be dope if they win, but.
What about this one, guys? Chiefs win by between 1 and 6 points, plus 320. Game stays close.
Wait for them to lose, dude.
Chiefs win it close.
I cannot.
I don't hate that.
Chiefs between 1 and 6 points gets you plus 320.
That's a good bet.
It gets you a little bit more juice instead of taking like Chiefs money line. You hope the game is a 1-score game and the Chiefs pull it out and win, and you get plus 320. I think the odds for that bet are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm surprised, actually.
If you like the Niners, you could almost do the same thing, and it's probably similar odds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I wonder.
A little way to hedge, maybe, depending on what you take.
I wonder if the Niners players or Shanahan have any, they have to be like, all right, Shanahan has to get one, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, the fuck.
If not now, when?
And it's almost like what Shanahan, with his dad, went through with the Broncos when they lost to the Jags that year before we went and won the Super Bowl. It's like, you got to get it. Like, come on. Like, you have Elway. It's got to go eventually. And they don't have Elway, but Purdy has me a little worried. Not going to lie.
Purdy has me worried too. You know, if I'm trying to go for the Niners side of things, the biggest advantage I think the Niners have is Nick Bosa against those two tackles on the Chiefs.
That whole D line.
But like Chase Young, I'm not scared of Chase Young at all, Brad. Chase Young has been fucking terrible this year. He's been fucking terrible.
Yeah, but he's a threat. He's
terrible at stopping the run. You put him in a 3rd and 12, he can still get after it.
And the Chiefs do end up in 3rd and like 6 or whatever, a decent amount of times. Like they'll be in that 3rd and 8, you know, and then he runs for it like a douchebag. And then there's a personal foul and they get 25,000 yards off of it. And it's an automatic touchdown.
Yeah. Roughing the passer plus pass interference. Whatever you can tack on.
I hate that.
Yeah. The refs do love Mahomes. Yep. I'm willing to admit that.
It's going to be nauseating to watch.
Let's hope. Can we just hope?
Can we the tackles are going to have?
I don't know what crew we have for the Super Bowl. I just hope they just don't call.
I hope it's that one crew that hates them.
I hope they call.
I hope it's that one that everyone was bitching about on Facebook and shit. And I kept commenting. Like, it's funny how it is true. Like every time the Chiefs lose, the refs are allowed to get them, and it's like you guys fucking
a very annoying fan base.
Yeah.
If you're a Chiefs fan, the refs have helped you way more than they've hurt.
Yeah, dude.
Let's just admit
it's
it.
Not even like, no, Brady, we deserve that. We've been fans for years. Get fucked, you fucking losers.
Your owner's a piece of shit.
Cheer for a better team, you fucking.
Your coach is a heart attack away from being gone.
Yeah,
you see, Bieniemy isn't going back. Well, because the Commanders got Kingsbury, whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you know what? I don't get it. Why do NFL teams like Kingsbury so much?
I'm not sure.
He did a bad job with Kyler in Arizona.
He had Mahomes.
They put up yards though.
He had Mahomes in college.
But he coached Mahomes during college. Mahomes was kind of shitty during college. So like, what's the
He's kind of shitty now.
I agree.
Yeah,
Kyler never took like that next step.
No, I'm saying Mahomes is kind of going down, trending downward. It was a down year for the.
He hit his peak. He's peaked. He's crested.
Dude, I can't even take it. If you doubt Mahomes anymore, I can't take it seriously.
I'm just saying, dude.
He's
I think
too fucking good.
Overrated.
He's too fucking good.
How excited are you to have your lover Herbert matched up with Harbaugh?
Incredibly. And Jimmy, you know, I even
that
mentioned
whack job is going to ruin him.
But Jimmy, you know, I even mentioned this to you. I think when we were in Vegas, I was like, I want Harbaugh to go join Herbert.
I remember
in
it's going to be hilarious
with the Chargers.
You were an idiot then.
Yep.
And I think you're an idiot now.
What you said was you would hate it because you know it's bad for the Broncos. Because Harbaugh's a good coach. Harbaugh is going to make that team have the toughness to not like blow those stupid fucking games. Like they're not going to blow as many of those games at least.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they have a head coach now. That's why
they have a legitimate head coach.
You just can't magically change a roster in 1 year.
I just mean you're an idiot for going from one team. I mean, in that weekend alone, you went from the Raiders to the Chargers in that comment, and I'm like, all right, well, goddamn it, now
I didn't now we're about it
right now, so it.
I did sneak in a Raiders money line bet against the Broncos. So when we were in the.
Well, cool. Then now I don't feel bad.
Stadium,
that fucking $36 that you took the ticket on here at the gambling machines when I thought your flight.
I told you that was your present.
Yeah, and I gave it back to you.
I don't remember getting it back.
It's the machine. You just took the machine back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we all just shift.
I know
we all had our assigned seats at the bar. You know,
right up the fucking.
We all got to get back to a casino soon because it was a fantastic time.
Coming. Where is it? Biloxi, man. We're
live stream from Biloxi.
Yeah, apparently there's this town in Mississippi
where they give you liquor to gamble.
It's the Vegas of the fucking.
Katrina went behind the back and did two. and then tells me it's not the bachelorette party, whatever.
Should we go to Disney?
And I'm like, yeah, that's what
that
she
the
said.
plan?
She was like,
Yeah.
go to Disney.
All
And I'm
right.
like, no.
We'll
I
go
think
to
I'd
Tampa.
rather go to this
Tampa!
Biloxi place.
Fucking Tampa!
Fucking Tampa, bitch!
Shitty bars and
Piece of shit school.
Yeah, but she fucked around and did that, man. I'm like, well, so yeah, we got to get another one in before. Yeah.
Biloxi or Tunica? One of the two, I said.
That's the all right. Yeah, do either one.
Or we go Atlantic City this weekend.
Yeah, that
Coming
would
up,
be the best.
Stuttering
I'm
John.
in Chicago this weekend, or at least half of this
Skip
weekend,
it.
man. I can't skip this one.
We
You're
gotta
gonna
go
have
see
to.
the dues
We're
payer.
gonna go see
Yeah.
the shit.
The
later.
dues payer and the shit where. Yeah, they're live in Atlantic City. Shout out to the Shuli Network. Wendy, the Packer.
Wendy Pack.
Wendy Pack.
Hey, and we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here in like 2 minutes. But one more one I want to throw out here. I didn't cross it off my list because I honestly I love doing these, and I've had success throughout the playoffs doing this.
Teaser.
Both teams' first drive. Bovada has this. You bet like the first result of each drive for each team. And you go 49ers punt, Chiefs field goal attempt. The Chiefs don't even need to make the field goal, but it's plus 1,000. And I'm telling you, I've hit this like half of the playoff games this year. I've predicted the result of the first drive for each team. And you get these like plus 1,000 odds. And I like throwing.
You hit it half the time.
I'm telling you, I have.
But half the time, you miss it then.
Well, yeah, but when you're talking
So
about
you're throwing money out.
Hey,
and then,
but Jimmy, it's plus 1,000 odds. It's 10-1 odds.
all right.
I don't need to hit it. I don't
Hey,
need to hit it more than half the time. All I
got
need to do is hit it
All
half the
All
time.
right, calm down.
I'm making money.
How
So,
bets do you think you'll be
I'm going-
placing on the Super Bowl?
I mean, I've already placed about $80 worth of bets on
No,
prop
but
bets or
number of
money
bets.
line.
I'm not impressed with how many actual
20.
different-
20 is the over-under.
20 different bets. So
And I'll have them all written down on a legal pad
What?
like this. And I'll be clocking. I'll be packing as the game
no
goes
wonder
on.
Bovada sends you free money.
Circling the
what
ones
about
I win.
McCaffrey over and under receiving like yards combined? 149.
Ooh, I'd go under, man. That's a huge
yeah.
number. That's a huge number. I'd go under. I'd go under that. 149, that's a huge number
I
total
feel
yards.
like he could do that though.
He could, but man, that's a big number. You're talking about maybe like half the yards they gain throughout the game. That McCaffrey. I like Debo. If I'm going 49ers props, I would go Debo. I feel like he's like the mismatch that even like a good defense like the Chiefs can't completely keep up with.
Jawan Jennings, they randomly will feature him in certain games. I could see that being
Yeah.
a guy.
And Jawan Jennings, you might be able to get his over at like
Just
15 and a half yards.
like another
Did they have-
I don't know
guy,
what it is.
you know.
Did I already
but
say
yeah.
the Mahomes over 275 passing yards? And
I don't like that. Actually, I like the under there. I like the under there. Under
Yeah.
275 and a half. The
25
Chiefs are going to
rushing
run the
yards.
ball. The Chiefs are going to run the
150.
ball.
It's totally game dependent. I mean,
250?
what happens when the Niners come out and
Not
just
much.
run it
Yeah,
down
but
their
150
throats?
yards isn't that much in today's NFL.
No.
Yeah, but Jimmy, look at Mahomes' passing stats in the playoffs. I bet he didn't pass for over 275
That's true. He sucks. You're right.
this year in the playoffs.
I
Jesus.
wanted,
It's
I
just
wanted
who
you
their
to tell me,
offense
dude.
is.
I wanted you to tell me that
It's
way.
who
I
their
can
offense
remember
is.
that
They're
they
gonna-
can move
They're
the
going
ball.
to do
in the second
short.
half
They're going to do
against the
short
Ravens.
plays. They're going to move the ball. Mahomes is going to run the ball for.
No,
15
you're right.
yards
I love it.
when he
I
needs
love
to.
it. They got nothing. It's great. I like to hear it. I like to be reminded that.
I mean, man, just think about it. Mahomes taking this team to the Super Bowl. When we were talking on the podcast like week 5, we had all like just deleted the Chiefs. We said no matter. I don't
I don't
care
think I
about
ever
Mahomes.
did that. I never did that.
No, we all did. We all did.
Realistically, I never did that. But
Well, listen to a week 5 podcast. You can say they don't have
Fair
the team
enough.
this year. He
I can
can't
go back
do it.
and check it out. But
Go back and check it out. We all
Yeah.
doubted him, myself included, and he got him there. It's honestly pretty
the
impressive.
defense got them there.
Yeah.
The
Well,
defense got them there.
you can be a Broncos fan and be a hater and just keep this going for the next like 4 or 5 years, Jimmy. And I'd like to just see
I've already
how,
tried that.
I just see how I just like to see
didn't
how
work.
you keep coming up with reasons because you're kind of running dry after year 6.
17 points.
When this dude is
not one in the fourth quarter and 2 AFC championship games.
You know how
let me fucking finish.
You guys talk to me like I was an idiot when I said he was a Hall of Famer
games
his
at
first
home.
Year. You guys talk to me like I was a fucking idiot.
2 AFC championship games
and now you
at
can't
home,
even refute it.
And you can't. They didn't score a point against the Bengals that year in the AFC championship game, and then they get another one against against the Ravens, not at home, and they can't score a point in the second half.
They didn't need
2
to.
times.
Mahomes.
I know because of their defense. Thank you, man. Twice, like
he would have if he needed to.
He needed to.
We're gonna find out.
I've yet to hear any of this analysis when you assess like any Tom Brady game he's ever played. Example, the Bucs Super Bowl. Example, the Bucs Super Bowl when all the fuck you did was just give credit to who Tom Brady threw touchdowns.
No, I told you the
instead of giving any credit to the Buccaneers allowing 0 touchdowns. You didn't mention it until I did, man. You fucking ass.
I always think the defense.
You're just biased. You're biased.
I love it.
Matt, can you please post all of your bets when you finally have them locked in? I'd love to see the entire list for the Super Bowl.
I'll give it to you on a legal pad like this because actually I sent it to
just post it in the description for everybody.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It'll be like this. It might be a couple pages.
I can't see it. There's a light shining in the background there.
Yeah, he looks like I told him a UFO's coming in.
Let's see. Here's an example.
Oh boy,
that's a bet list. That's from
Bovada does it for.
Look at all those circles.
Aren't you on a laptop right now streaming?
Yeah.
Why would you not just use Excel?
Oh, dude, because I need to have it on paper. When I'm placing my bets, I'm a paper person. I'm a paper person.
You can print it.
No. Like Michael Scott once said, real business is done on paper. You got to do it on paper.
Write that down. And then they all pull out their computers and type it in. And he's ripping the fucking pages out of the college book.
All right, guys, we're close to an hour.
Yeah.
Do we got anything else?
No, I don't think any of the comments are blowing up. We got 2 viewers.
We got 2.
You, Brad.
But that would be funny.
I think it's something in there.
I saw you're the one that cut in the StreamYard shit with the greasy news.
Real picks, and it has to be with a spread. And I'm gonna go a little bit bold here. I'm gonna say Chiefs minus 4.5. I'm gonna take an alternate spread for a little bit more juice. I'm gonna say Chiefs minus 4.5. Is my final pick for what I signed in the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Niners to win by 4.
So maybe Niners 3.5 for you.
Yeah.
Be the bet to take. Because that'll get you plus money too. Niners 3.5. Niners minus 3.5 will get you like plus 110 maybe.
Yeah,
I like the under earlier, but I'd take the Chiefs and 9.5. They're gonna blow the Niners out, I think.
You're gonna take Chiefs minus 9.5.
Oh yeah, crank it up.
Maybe you cover that with like a pick 6 late or something weird, That's the type of bet you take because Chiefs minus 9.5 is probably close to plus like 280, plus 300. You get good odds for that.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, that is happening.
Chiefs 9.5. I could see Purdy ruining this game. I really could.
Me too.
Yeah, plus 365.
Plus people might have thought that about Brad. That's a good. I know that's a long shot saying Chiefs minus 9.5, but when you talk about plus 360 odds, that's not bad at all.
If they get up early, it could be a really fucking ugly game. This could be a really bad Super Bowl.
Yeah,
potentially.
It could be. We know the Shanahan stats of him coming from behind, and then you figure like Purdy, the young guy, on top of that, trying to do it for him. It could be rough.
This is Jimmy's nightmare.
Yeah, it's not.
Just Patrick Mahomes getting a gift again. Is that the way? Nah. All right. What if Sam? What happens when I saw this was a prop bet that Darnold's plus 8,000 to be Super Bowl MVP?
Hey, Supreme Knives is here.
That'd be a long shot. Or what about like Sam Darnold What about Sam Darnold to throw a touchdown?
And Seahawks has his pick in here too. He has Chiefs 33-16. So he's kind of feeling what you're saying, Brad.
Hammer that.
Supreme Knives is in here. I don't know if he gave his pick or not.
Oh, Seahawks has got Drake for MVP with the length.
Oh, well, Drake, yeah, he's going to do halftime.
That's the real over.
Seahawks, let me tell you from somebody who saw that Drake leaked
he's
video.
He's going to do halftime.
You could bet the over, but you could not bet anything on the girth. No girth on Drake.
I don't know.
Matt looked.
Giving us
my dick.
A pig here.
How about Chiefs defensive touchdown? I like Chiefs.
I don't know what the fuck are the odds on it.
Plus 600. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know, man. Usually, if you feel one way about these games, like they go the other. So
my lean is like all Chiefs. It really is. It's all Chiefs.
Yeah,
and like
because you're a douchebag. We know that, dude. It's like your lean is always that way.
But you're sick of me being right. So I don't know.
Sick of you being right. You got more teams than a fucking lid store. Like, what are you talking about?
You root for half of the AFC.
Where'd I go?
Herbert, Mahomes.
All right.
Those pair.
Baker.
Oh,
you need more Ram.
Baker.
Loses.
Get more Ram.
It's my loses.
Hey, let's close it. Hey, let's close it down.
Get a new Google
Let's end
Chrome.
it while we're lagging. Hey, cheers.
What a shit show. Go Niners.
Niners!
Woo.